I apologize for being late. I'm bringing up my desktop. Who do we have? We have Selena, and we have Banana. Banana says soon. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to bring up the desktop as well as sorry guys. There we go. Banana says hello. Hello, my friend. I'm going to bring up the live stream so I can read it. And what we're going to dive into today. It's not going to be easy. Good news, right? It's not going to be easy. Here's what I want to clarify. I'm not asking anyone to do anything different than they're already doing. I'm not saying that what I do is correct and yours is wrong. I'm only offering my own journey through life, living to the best that I am able, moment by moment by moment, my practice of yoga and the practice of A Course in Miracles, and how I have brought them together, because they're not so different. There's my favorite red t-shirt. Says our good friend Selena. Selena says, yay, it's Yogi Carrick time. Banana says, how are you? I'm okay. I'm not 100% yet. My jaws still bother me. Let's see. Simpa says, greetings to Banana. Hey, Jamie. Jamie says, hi, Yogi. Selena says, not easy. Well, none of it's easy. You know, forgiveness isn't easy until it is. And even when it seems to get easy, we're confronted with something larger. Because here's the thing with forgiveness. Here's the thing in living this life is it's a moment by moment thing. Banana says, hey, Shem, can I just say Shem? Do you mind? I'm not sure if I can pronounce everything. Banana says, like the fact that everyone else is a mod. Shem says, hello, where are you from? I'm from the United States in the state of Maryland. So chapter 13. In my continuous rereading of A Course in Miracles, I am at chapter 13. And chapter 13 is asking us to see through the cloud of guilt and to be released from guilt. And a lot of people might think, well, what if I don't have any guilt? Do you hold anyone else as guilty? I certainly do. And again, I've been doing this for a long time. If we hold anyone, you can ask me anything you want, my friend. If we hold anyone else's guilt, where does that take place? Where does guilt actually take place? Selena says, Yogi Eric, I'm sorry your jaw's still bothering you. Praying for your healing and recovery soon. Thank you. It's going to be an ongoing issue, like I said, because the misalignment has caused some arthritis. I just got to be careful not to talk too much. And you guys know how hard that's going to be. Hey, Lama, my friend, how are you? Hey, Terry. Terry C says, good morning to you. Bennett says, I'm from Norway. Yep, you mentioned that yesterday, which is my all-time favorite. Well, I've loved all my dogs. I got a special part in my heart for all of them. But my Toby is no longer with me in form. Norwegian dog. Skipper Key. Hey, let's see. Terry said good morning. And who else? We had someone else come in. M, hello from Russia. We love world. We love America. I love you too, my friend. Thank you so much. C4, my friend, how are you? C4 says, say good afternoon from Delhi, India. It's 2:39 p.m. here. It is just after 5 a.m. here for me. Sham says, I love Russia. Banana says, I'm bored. I'm sorry. Mr. Invisible, sorry I missed you when you came in. Good seeing you. Remember me? I saw you collecting bottles and cans. How much did you make? I think we're mistaken. That was that was funny though. Selena says, C4, good to see you again. Sniper says, greetings everyone. Banana says, 10 a.m. here. What's your plans for the day, Banana? What are you going to do to entertain yourself? C4 says, so Selena, how are you doing? Right now it doesn't hurt to talk, but it's very, very stiff. Later today, it's probably going to hurt to talk. Selena says, C4, I'm really well. Thank you for asking. Blessings from Australia to India, mate. Let's see. Ms. Host says, hello. Hello, my friend. So, again, where does guilt occur? Guilt never occurs in someone else. It always occurs in our mind. We are the ones who are holding guilt. In order for us to ever recognize it, in order for us to say this person is guilty, this person is guilty, this person is not guilty, it takes place as a thought, and every thought is our own. It doesn't belong to anyone else. In order for us to be free, truly free, liberated, awakened in the present moment, we can't bring the past into this moment. Meaning, anything anyone has done is done. It exists within the past and not in the present moment. To be free means to exist within the present moment. When you maintain, this is from chapter 13, when you maintain that you are guilty, but the source of your guilt lies in the past, you are not looking inward. The past is not in you. The past doesn't exist. The one holy true thing that one can say about the past is that it's not here. Our weird association to it have no meaning in the present. Yet you let them stand between you and your brothers and sisters, with whom you find no real relationship with. Everyone here is here to allow us an awakening, to allow us to choose the resurrection or the crucifixion. What is it you wish to choose? What did Jesus do upon the cross? Did he choose the crucifixion, or did he choose to demonstrate the resurrection? Did he choose to demonstrate that we are all reborn in each moment upon the own cross that we believe others have put upon us, and that we project that same feeling onto others? Does this mean that in the world of form that things haven't happened? No, but we are not exclusively living in the world of form. To awaken, to be free, to be liberated, means that we do not exclusively live in the world of form, that we begin to see each other in the light of the Holy Spirit. In order to do this, we have to continuously choose the resurrection. That's forgiveness. Letting go of the past. Forgiveness is giving up all hope of a better past. Guess what? You're never going to have a better past. However, this moment is absolutely 100% free of the past. It doesn't exist. Doesn't mean we're not experiencing the effects. Doesn't mean we need to continue feeling the effects. Let's dive back in, guys. C4 says, may all the blessings in the world come to your heart. Selena, beautiful. Selena says, Eric, Yogi Toby was beautiful. Toby was beautiful as well. Where is little Mandy, who was the most beautiful corgi of all time? Guys, look at those years. Mandy left us in 2018 in form, but Mandy and Toby, always in my heart, guys. Hello, Charlotte. How are you? T4 says, just put me in your country. To your mates, Selena. I'm happy to do that here, C4. Cypher says, one my hosts, woohoo. What are we woohooing? What did I miss? Charlotte says, hello, Yogi. Matey, have a beautiful day. Thank you, Charlotte. You too, my friend. Lama says, a tutorial. What are we giving a tutorial on? Oh, you're going to have a tutorial coming up. Selena says, Eric, or everyone here is to allow us the awakening. Everyone like that, Eric? The question is, Selena, can we accept that without exception? Zero exception. That's the hard part. It's hard for me. But when we can bless everyone who at least gives us that opportunity, here's the thing. We don't need to be ready for it. We can say, thank you for the opportunity, but I'm not ready. And it's okay. It's okay not to be ready for that. Let's see. Skilled Gamer says, hi, Eric, and you're bald. That was a question. You asked me a question. You're bald. I'm going to let you... Here's the great role of every teacher, to let everyone come to their own answers. I'm going to allow you the opportunity to answer that question for yourself. The question Skilled Gamer asked us, am I bald? Here's the correct answer. Am I bald? No. Is this head appearing in the infinite reality of who I truly am bald? Yes. Unfortunately. Not unfortunately. It's okay to be bald, guys. Selena says, Manny the Corgi, how gorgeous. She was. She was the sweetest corgi ever, too. Lama says, I posted a tutorial on the viral hair. Oh yeah. Nice. And you tagged me. Thank you. Hey, Lama, you realize it's going to be more challenging for me to do a hair trick than it is for you. Our good friend Village Fruit Season is here. Says hello. Hello, my friend. Cena says C4, the title mate is a promotion, but it can also be a demotion depending on the situation. Let's see. Village says, Yogi bro. Village, my friend. So nice to see you. Selena says, Yogi, that's the hard part. But it is the hard part. But Selena, you don't have to be ready for it. You can easily say to yourself, I'm sorry. I'm not ready for this. And start with something easier. Because it'll come up again, and maybe you'll be ready the next time. Be willing to let yourself off the hook. Be willing to see your own self in relation to what other people are offering you as well. If you're going to attempt to, if you're not ready to let this person off the hook, then you're also not ready to let yourself off the hook. But you'll get there. I'll get there. We'll get there together. Because no one awakens alone. Lama says, yeah, I just realized. However, hey, Lama, I appreciate you having faith in me, that you thought I could actually do it. Cena says, I love bald men, Yogi Eric, wink, wink. I appreciate that. So, guys, we're going to have an not so long session. I'm portioning out my talking for the day. Thank you, Selena. Lama says I have to do homework, but it's so boring. I'm doing English homework, doing Hamlet, and it's so boring. Yeah, but you know what? You will appreciate knowing Shakespeare later. Hey, really, thank you for that tag. I brought your channel up now, so as I eat my oatmeal, I can check it out. Hey, Sebastian. Sebastian says, good morning. Good morning to you, my friend. I appreciate you all being here. We got 8 thumbs up, or we got 9 thumbs up with 8 people hanging out with me. How's your day going, Sebastian? Sniper says to, or I'm sorry, Selena says to Sniper, I love how protective you are of Yogi Eric. You are the Kevin Costner to Eric, Yogi Eric's Whitney Houston. Man, I don't know if I can continue this conversation after that. That's going to make me laugh all day long, guys. I'm literally laughing right now with tears in my eyes. Selena says, Sebastian, hello. I have never, ever been compared to Whitney Houston before. And I've actually attempted to sing Whitney Houston in karaoke on my home karaoke machine for Mocha, not out in public. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. C4 says, yes, Lena, just promote my channel to those who are willing to learn computer science. May my content help them. Sebastian says, I'm going to take the boys swimming today. That sounds like an awesome day. Is it indoor swimming or are you going to be outdoors? Sebastian says, hey, Celine, lovely to see you. Hey, Selena, did you do your breath of fire today? C4 says, I'm on the way home from work, office. About to reach. Hey, C4, enjoy your afternoon and evening, my friend. Selena says, I'm glad I made you laugh, Eric. Love you, my friend. I'm sorry you're in pain. That's okay. I appreciate the laugh too. Lama says, oh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat of somebody. I'll tell you what. Laughing is a beautiful way to start the day. Thank you for that. Selena, you see what you've started? Sipper said, never let him out of your sight. Never let him guard down. Never fall in love. Selena Celestial. C4 says, Saturday and Sundays, we online teachers are busy too, apart from regular weekdays. Yeah, hey, C4, you mentioned that your parents were teachers. My parents were teachers as well, both of my parents. Sebastian says, Eric, do you feel less pain today? Right now, I do. I'm having issues with my tongue. C4 says, never fall in love, always rise in love. C4 says, oh, awesome. My dad used to say that he was a good teacher, but my mom was a exceptional teacher, and she was. My mom taught first grade, and it was a passion. It was her vocation. For my dad, it was a job, and it was a job that he loved. When he was offered early retirement, he went ahead and took it. Not because he didn't like teaching, but he was just ready to retire. My mom, she taught until she had to retire. She absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, my parents didn't get to enjoy their retirement. My mom soon became evident that she was beginning to suffer from Alzheimer's. I felt really bad for my dad because he was looking forward. He retired early, and then he looked forward to when my mom retired, and they would have that time together. It was robbed from him. Um, but I'll tell you how much my mom, the reason I brought this up, how much my mom uh, loved teaching. I was a caregiver. After my divorce, I moved in with my dad, and I was a caregiver. Him and I and my siblings, caregivers for my mom. I walked by my parents' bedroom where my mom was in alone. I heard her talking, which made me curious. I walked in the room. My mom was teaching a classroom of children that only she could see in her memory. Complete classroom. There was such love in her voice. Man, it broke my heart, but not in a bad way. It burst me wide open to see she was a teacher through and through. And guess what? My mom literally became my greatest spiritual teacher. I had a contentious relationship with my mom. We always butted heads. We were such different people. And although I knew my mom loved me, I wasn't sure that she actually liked me. She probably didn't much. I was a difficult child. I wasn't what she expected. She did her best not to let that show, but she suffered from depression, and sometimes it did. Sometimes it came out in very harsh ways. When I became her caregiver, all of that had to vanish. There was no room for past memories of a bad relationship. And when you deal with someone with any form of dementia, you are left only and always with the present moment. You have to continuously return to the present moment because you have to watch your language. You can't say, I just told you. How many times do I have to tell you, don't you remember? Because guess what? They don't remember. They only have right now. And you are forced to be an effective caregiver. You're forced to come to that moment. And going through all of that prepared me to be a better human being. As well, I became the critical caregiver of my father all the way through his very, very last day when I held his hand for the final breath he ever took. Learning that infinite patience from my mom gave me that patience for my dad. Being a caregiver, 3 great things have happened in my life where I was asked to step up. Being the caregiver for my mom, when Mocha asked for a divorce, and then she was brought to active duty, and was in the Air Force for 23 and a half years. She was sent to Iraq, and she said, hey, can we put the divorce on hold because I need you to stay and take care of my stepdaughter, to be a single parent for a year, even knowing that when my wife came home, she was going to divorce me. And at the same time, caring for my mom. My dad had had a stroke. Not an easy time. And then when I had to be the caregiver, when I had to be the critical caregiver, when I had to make those life and death choices, literally, how was my father going to die? Was he going to die in hospice care? Was he going to stay? Was he going to die in the hospital? My father put it on me. I didn't know if I was prepared for it. I was the youngest. But hey, all of that, those three great things. And now it's prepared me to, I don't know. I don't know what it prepared me for. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. What's up, Johnny Cash? Sorry, guys. I got a little lost there. Sebastian says, Eric, I see you have inherited the teaching style with your relaxed general approach. Thank you, Sebastian. C4 says, I never married, completing 37 this 19th of April. Hey, my birthday is the 17th. We'll have a celebration, my friend. I got married, literally. My wedding ceremony was on my 40th birthday. I started dating Mocha at the age of 37. We got married when I was 40. Lama says, Budapest by George Urza is playing on my laptop in the background. Nice. It reminds me, I need to look up the music that you offered me. Sina says, Yogi Eric, that is absolutely heartbreaking. And also joyous to see your mother like that. Agreed. You summed it up. You summed that up perfectly. Sina says, Scroll Sniper, you're a bloody legend, and so is your angelic wife. Sip says, 22 years married in November. Here, C4. "23 years in one form or another with Mocha, navigating everything a relationship has to offer. From friendship to dating, to marriage, to divorce, to a successful 12 years post-divorce. I don't know what kind of relationship. We've had every type of relationship in that 12 years that you can imagine. Still treating each other as husband and wife, still treating each other as friends, still treating each other as romantic couple, still treating each other in the absence of the romance, still treating each other. I don't know. Just goes on. I don't know how it's going to turn out in the end. Here's a great saying by Richard Bach, who wrote Jonathan Livingston Seagull and Illusions and A Bridge Across Forever. In the end, it's going to be okay. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. Nope, I haven't listened to it yet, but I like it. Oh, but I will. I'm sorry. And Lama says, I kind of like the acoustic version of Take On Me better. I do too. There's something very poignant about it. Hey, Praveen, how are you, my friend? So, C4, you were asking the other day if anyone else was representing India. Our good friend Praveen is representing India. Not only that, he is on the border, India and Pakistan. He is in the service, and he is keeping the world safe. C4 says, gotta go now, Eric. Adios. Adios to you, my friend. Hey, Susanna, how are you? Let's see. Selena says, Yogi Eric, you're such a beautiful soul. I am a reflection of your beautiful soul. Beauty never takes place outside of us. Because here's the great secret in life. Nothing takes place outside of us. If you recognize beauty, it's because you are seeing beauty. You're seeing your beauty. You're seeing the only place where beauty can take place. Conversely, here's the troublesome part. If you are seeing guilt, if you are seeing ugliness, if you are seeing war, if you are seeing resentment, sin, it is also taking place in you. And if it's taking place in you, that means we can heal the world by healing ourselves. Every bit of healing is our own healing. This is why A Course in Miracles says, do not seek to change the world. Seek to change your perception of the world. It's a big thing. Hey, Jamie. Well, did we have T here? There she is. T says, morning, everyone. We got another morning visit from Bumblebee T. Good morning, my friend. I'm going to wrap things up in just a minute. Sebastian says, he is, I agree. I find myself wanting to improve around him and appreciate all the things around us. All the things around us will help us improve. But the truth is, you don't need to improve. We just practice. You know, here's the wonderful thing about having a practice. You don't need to be good at it. You just need to practice. T says, Yogi does have a beautiful soul inside. As do you, T. You remember the band Imagination? It's just an illusion. I don't remember that band. Jace said, good morning. Good morning, Jace. Our friend Lama says, what does our friend Lama say? Can I get a mod, Yogi, or need to wait a few more days? Let's contemplate that, Lama. Hey, Lama. What do you think? Give me a reply and let me know what you think. Bumblebee says, practice, practice, and you will improve. Awesome. Lama, are you here? Everyone is saying hi. C4 says, Eric, I will be going live tonight at 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Let me figure out what time that will be here. And hopefully I can tune in. C4 says, well, let me see there. I'm going to do, if I am awake. If I am awake, I will do everything I can to be there. Lama says, yeah, I'm here. Hey, Lama, do you notice anything different? Lama says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, my friend. Lama, you're a good friend. You're a wonderful person, a good friend. Do you know why Lama got a mod status? Because they believed that I was up for the hair challenge. They believed in me. Lama had faith in me. Sebastian says, hey, Jace, good morning. C4 says, Eric, did you read my message? Up above on the, on your going live? I did read that, and I'm going to do my best to try to make it there. What do you got for us, Selena? Oh, there it is. Thank you for dropping that link. We get away from village food season. Thank you, my friend. Timo says, Yogi, what hair challenge do tell? If you go to Lama's page, there's a challenge that's been posted. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to go watch it after the live stream. Hey, Timo. Timo says, good morning and happy birthday. Eric, thank you for that. Thank you for that. C4 says, could you please shout out my live stream? Yes, I can. 100%. Hey, do you have it posted on your page? Give me 1 second. So, our friend, See For Yourself, who is a wonderful teacher, guys, and you can see for yourself, is having a live stream at, what time was it again? It was 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. if you guys could join in. He has come up and he has actually taught here on the channel earlier last week. A wonderful lesson, a yogic discourse I very much appreciated. So he's a great teacher. I hope you guys can join in. Full of Truth says, sorry, busy bro, here. That's okay. I appreciate you stopping in just to say hi. Optimub says, here, my diamond friend. So everyone is saying hi. That's 10 a.m. for you, Eric. Thank you, Sniper. So 10 a.m. I should definitely be able to tune in for some of that for sure. Thanks, Sniper. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up and go eat some oatmeal. Optimob says, Diamond Friend is a special joke between me and Village Food Season. Nice. Llama says, not the birthday thing again, Yogi. It is never ending, Llama. Jace says, happy birthday, Yogi. Thank you, Jace. Hey, we're on the subject. Yesterday was Zena's birthday. Another happy birthday and one day to Zena. T says, Yogi, have a lovely day. Thank you, T. I'm going to go rinse my mouth with salt water. You guys probably didn't know that, but that's what I'm going to do. He says, happy birthday, Yogi. Boy, thank you. What if the best way to do that is wish everyone a happy birthday in return? That is a true gift, by the way, with Easter coming up. Warm salt water, yes, absolutely, warm salt water. Selena says, that's right, happy birthday, Yogi Eric. He's a jolly good fella. Eric, are you April 17th? It is April 17th. Warm, yep, warm salt water. Lama says, yes, he is, Sebastian. With the Easter coming up, not too far, it reminds us that, remember, every single moment is a moment that we are either choosing the crucifixion or the resurrection. Every moment. Are we crucifying ourselves for everything that's ever happened in the past? Or are we choosing the resurrection of the present moment, which is always innocent? Always innocent. Nothing has ever occurred in this present moment. Yet. And it never will. Are we choosing the crucifixion of the people? Are we dragging the past into this present moment? Or are we choosing the resurrection in which we are allowing everyone the freedom of being reborn in their innocence right now? Banana says, my phone is overheating. I'm sorry to hear that, Banana. I think it's because I'm talking too much. Cena says, Yogi Eric, hugs and kisses. Feel better soon, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. T says, Yogi, can we do a breath work usual time, please? Yes, absolutely. Hey, T. Let's keep building on the wonderful time that you had. Let's carry that over. Sepper says, in the past for the New Zealand Celine, the Celestial. T says, my birthday is less than a week after Yogi's. Yes, it is. We're going to celebrate that. Sepper says, we wish you, and says, okay, too far. Just a little. Just a little. Jay says, the question does not always have an answer. I agree. Sometimes the silence is the answer. That is the art of self-inquiry, which I want to talk about this afternoon. Self-inquiry is arriving to the silence that is the truth of every answer. is coming to when we ask ourselves, who am I? What am I? Where am I? When am I? And what we want to do is arrive to the great cosmic shrug of, I don't know, mystery, the ineffable. When we put an answer, when we crucify someone, bringing the past into the present, we are effing the ineffable. Don't do that. Don't F the ineffable. See, it says 24th, 26th. Sniper says, that's why New Zealand is always new. It's the freshest. That could be. T says, Selena, 26. All right. Yes, we're going to celebrate on the 26th. We got another big celebration coming up. Squirrel Sniper, Miss Blipper, Walking with Goldie. Their birthday is coming up. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm going to see everyone later today if you're around. I might do I don't know. We'll see. I might do a members live stream. Maybe, maybe not. Well, depends on how I feel. T says, Cypress, see you in the evening. Lama says, I'm going Lanzarote, April 7th, 13th. I'm so excited. I'm not sure what that is. However, because you're excited, it seems like a valuable place to go. So I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. What's going on Selena's birthday calendar? Awesome. I agree, Selena. Don't have anything you're not supposed to. Agreed. Good rule of thumb. Might be the only rule we need to live by. With that, guys, thank you for the laughs. It was a lot of fun today. I'll see y'all later.